Hello everyone, this is Ethan from the Orlando Tourist. We're here at SeaWorld Orlando on Sunday, January 15th. We haven't been here in quite a little bit, but it's been like a week or so ago, but as we're going into the park, we have some surf coaster maintenance barn construction over here. It looks like they're putting in some wood paneling on the sides of the maintenance barn, and they're theming it a little bit, you know, to the surfing stuff, and it looks like they're adding some white paint on parts of the panels, but that'll be fully enclosed soon, and hopefully we'll see our surf coaster train in the station. But today is a pretty chilly night. Park closes in less than an hour. We're here just for a quick trip, just to see the inside look at some of the animal exhibits. There's 3 I really want to check out today. I know they have like the orcas and stuff that you can also check out, but I need to be here at the beginning of the day to get like a reservation for that. We'll see how long each tour is and how much we're able to check out today. But let's head in. We've been covering a lot of the surf coaster updates on our channel in our past few videos. Last time we were here was for the Three Kings Day. They had a special Oh Wonders Night show. You had the pass holder benefits over there, and these animal exhibits are part of our monthly pass holder benefits. So definitely check out the SeaWorld website to know each month, or stay tuned for my social media pages, as I do keep everyone updated each month with the benefits. But yeah, if you want to see more surf coaster construction, check out my other videos. This looks like we're going to get some netting on this turn here. That's brand new, so that'll be pretty cool. And the track's been complete for quite a bit. Some of the monthly benefits that you can bring a friend for free. You get like a free popcorn or drink refill, and just a couple other really fun things around the park. We're just gonna head in though. It is very cold out. We won't be doing any rides, but tonight's also the last day that Kids Zone's open at Universal, so we're gonna head there after that. But yeah, this park closes very soon, so we're only here until 7. But yeah, Pipeline, we still have the train on display over here, probably until the maintenance barn is finished. This might be the last weekend to see this train on display. So there's 3 main exhibits that I want to check out today, because I think the orcas and the rescue center you needed to have like a reservation for. So I'm gonna see, after taking this shortcut, if we are able to check out the Shark Tank exhibit, the Manta Ray exhibit, and the Wild Arctic one. Those are the 3 I'm trying to hit up today. This event was only going on for 2 weeks, or 2 weekends, only Saturday and Sunday. This weekend and last weekend. And I wasn't able to make it here earlier today, but we're here now, and we're gonna do as much as we're able to. They also had a couple inside looks, I think, here at the Dolphin Nursery and at Pacific Point, which is where the sea lions are. But obviously we're not able to check those out today because you need like a special reservation thing. We're just gonna go start by Mako, because the shark tunnel looks the coolest out of the 3, and that one looks amazing, and I want to go check that one out. They also have some leftover holiday merchandise here. The holidays event did end like 2 weeks ago about. The next event that's starting here at SeaWorld is the on February 4th, we're gonna have the 7 Seas Food Festival, and then we're gonna jump right into Mardi Gras during the 7 Seas Food Festival. Right now, Busch Gardens just started their Mardi Gras festival this weekend. But yeah, some of the experiences were the Mammal Care Center, the Rescue Center, we had the Manta Aquarium, we have the Pacific Point, we have the Shark Encounter, the Orca Encounter, which you had to reserve, the Wild Arctic, and then they had the Baby Care Talk, or for the dolphin, the rescue team you can meet, the Turtle Dive Talk, they had an activity area, and the Seal of Fortune game. And the scavenger hunt as well, but we won't be able to do all that. But it's good for the whole family, and I didn't even know they did this event. They listed it on the pass holder thing, but I had to find it on the website. So the only thing I will say is I wish SeaWorld was a little bit more like, was pushing like the advertising for this event like a little bit stronger so everyone else is able to see it. And I'm not sure if all the tours are only open to pass holders or just some of them. But yeah, we're gonna be heading into some of the tours over here and checking it out. And it looks like there's also construction walls here by Mako, which is most likely because of I think they had like a bird exhibit over here. So they're just doing some like refurbishment on this little exhibit here. And this is right next to like the Shark Encounter. Now we're gonna see if we can find the entrance where we're supposed to line up for this experience. I wonder if they actually have the Shark Encounter closed because of this inside look. They might actually have the entrance to the encounter closed so no one's inside the tunnel while we're doing the exclusive behind the scenes. So it might just be temporarily closed unless they're doing maintenance around the sanctuary. But apparently we're supposed to line up right over here by these gates by the bathrooms, which is also the exit line for Mako. Inside shark encounter right here. The instructions are kind of unclear over here. There's like a sign, but I guess we just have to go through the gate here, start going towards the exhibit, and we'll enter for ourselves and wait for a tour guide. And it looks like we just head this way. This is the exit of like the dive shop. Pretty neat stuff. I've always seen this from the like Mako break run, some of the pumps and stuff, but this is really cool to see from this walkway here. Usually only team members are allowed in this area, but we have this exclusive event, so that's how we're able to see all this. Pretty neat. Let's head in. And during this event, we have great views of Mako and Kraken, so that's really cool to see. And they're about to lead us on a little tour soon. Yeah, look at that. So we're gonna head into the thing for the tour. Inside Look is the name of this event, and we're heading into the shark exhibit. We're gonna get a little look at the tank. Nice coaster views. Smells like fish. This is pretty neat.
Huddle in here. Is this everybody's first time up top shark?
Yes.
Nope, you guys have been up here? Hopefully I don't repeat myself too much, so sorry. Have you all been through the habitat?
Yes.
Okay, so to kind of give you an idea of where we are, on the wall right here is where the tunnel comes into the habitat. So the tunnel will run all the way down the length of the habitat, and you'll see it once you go up there. The park's about to close, but you'll still probably see a few people in the tunnel. Don't wave to them. They can't see you, okay? They're not gonna wave back. It's just with the refraction of the water. People are like, oh, they're not waving. Well, they can't see you, so don't feel bad. Idea a little bit of how we keep our animals healthy, how we keep our sharks in the best health in this habitat. This is our medical pool. It serves two main purposes in here. You guys go to the doctor once a year like you should, get your physical. Good. So, unlike most of us, every shark in here gets a physical once a year. They come into this medical pool one by one, and between us and our veterinary staff, we work them up just like your doctor would do for you. One of the big questions I always get is, how do you stay safe? How do they not bite you or get out of control while you're trying to do a physical? So we have a team of people in the water, usually 4 to 5 people, and then we pull one of these stretchers down off the wall and have that in the medical pool as well. And then the team in the water works on wrapping the shark up in the stretcher nice and tight. And then we have another team on the outside that's holding the stretcher so nothing wiggles away. Then our vet staff comes in and they do their thing, just like your doctor. Eyes, ears, nose, ultrasound, bloods, links, the whole 9 yards. Now, we only usually give the vet staff about 12 to 15 minutes to work on the animal. We don't want the animals to get stressed. We want them to be healthy when they go back out in the habitat. Another big question I usually get is, like most sharks in our habitat, don't animals, sharks, have to be swimming to breathe? Water passes over their gills, oxygen passes over their gills. Yes. Most shark species do need to be swimming. Except for the nurse sharks that are usually just laying, they can breathe themselves and put oxygen over their gills. So we have the sharks wrapped up in this stretcher while the vets are working on it. How do they breathe? We use a little white pump like what's sitting on the table over here, and we hook it to like a car battery or boat battery. And we also hook it to an oxygen cylinder. So we are manually pumping oxygen over their face, therefore it goes over their gills the entire time. So they are fully oxygenated during the procedure. Now, when the vets are done, in about 15 minutes, the last thing we do is usually what we hate to do at the doctor, and that's step on the scale. So now we gotta weigh the sharks. Can we weigh in the water? Is that accurate?
Nope.
No. Unfortunately, it's not. So we have to take the animals out of the water to weigh them. So we use this orange rope that's connected to a hook on the ceiling. That hook then connects to our stretchers, and we have to heave-ho them with our muscles out of the habitat to raise it. It's not an easy
No
process.
such thing as a foot switch and
Nope, nope, we don't have that. We're not that sophisticated. To give you an idea, the largest animal we have in the habitat is our female sawfish. You guys know which one the sawfish are? It's kind of hard to miss, big rostrum. So we have a male and female. She's larger. She weighs about 450 pounds. That's a lot of muscle pulling her up. Plus she's fighting the whole time because she doesn't want to be out of the water. But it's only for about 10 seconds just to let the scale stabilize, then we put her back down and let them out. And of course we do that, you know, for their health, their safety, and for us knowing their history. How are they growing? How are they developing? Okay, so that's one thing we use the medical pool for. The other thing is actually for the sawfish. You guys, if you've seen the sawfish, do you know where their mouths are on their bodies? A+ for the day. I wish I was your teacher. Their mouths are on their ventral side. So that is the main difference between a shark and a ray. All sharks' mouths are out in front. You can see their teeth, you can see their face. Rays' mouths are on their ventral side or their underside. So the sawfish, are actually more closely related to rays. Yep.
Are they ray or just more closely?
They're more closely related. So they have more genetics towards a ray than they do a shark. So, just like a stingray lagoon, if you fed the stingrays over there, they feed on a flat surface. You know, you put your hand down, they come over and suck up the food. Well, the sawfish are kind of the same way. They need that flat surface. Well, we have plenty of flat surfaces in the habitat, but now food has to settle. No food settles in here. There's enough sharks and fish that food gets eaten before it goes to the bottom. That's where the medical pool comes in handy. So we open the gate, the gray gate, and that is the cue for the sawfish to come in here. We feed them all that they want. They don't have anybody to bother them, and they have a flat surface to eat on. Now, both of those sawfish have been with us since the late 80s. They're getting close to the 40s range. They know what's going on. If we open the medical gate, if they're not hungry and don't want to eat, they don't come in, and it's not that big of a deal. They know the routine. Rays.
Is their feeding schedule the same as the sharks?
Yes, we try, and if we always give them a second opportunity. If they don't want to eat, then we'll try the next day. If not, then we may try their next feeding session. They are cold-blooded. Sharks, rays are cold-blooded. We're warm-blooded. Cold-blooded animals have very low metabolisms. They don't need to eat as much as we eat. So again, we give them the opportunity twice a week. If they want it, they can have it. If they don't, it's quite okay. We can wait until the next time. Just like the rest of our sharks, get offered food twice a week. Any questions about this area so far? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Not a lot of people know about Jaws 3 because it's not really
Not as good as the others.
No. Yeah. But this is it. You are correct. Anything else? Okay. This is what we're going to do. We're going to go up these stairs, and we're going to turn the corner, and you're going to go all the way to the end. Becky is down there. She's going to talk to you about feeding and guiding. Take as many pictures as you want. Just don't drop anything. You're not getting it back. Yeah, no problem.
There's people down there. It's the moving walkway shark exhibit thing. It's pretty cool.
There's also, we also moved the specific questions about
Sure, so the cleaning. So we clean every Thursday in here. And these guys, it's
pretty unreactive. They're not impressed with us. They generally actually tend to avoid us. Or in some cases, they kind of just don't notice. They continue on their regular swim pattern. And for the most part, don't cause too much trouble. Sometimes some of them get into such a set swim pattern that will startle them, because it's almost like they come around the corner and they're like, oh, you're there, and they might almost bump into us, but it's entirely an accident. It's not an aggressive thing at all. But yeah, every Thursday we get in. We're usually in the water by around 7 a.m. and then we are in the water till about 10 a.m. So we spend several hours in the morning cleaning, and usually those morning hours are when we do our louder cleaning. So we have 2 different pressure washer setups over there. So we'll use pressure washer guns, and then we'll also use hull scrubbers. Hull, like the hull of a boat. They're actually meant for scrubbing undersides of yachts and stuff, but they're powered by the pressure washers. So they're big brushes that spin. So we'll use the brushes and the pressure washers to clean the floor. We have special pads that we clean the acrylic with. And then we'll also use a vacuum setup just like you would for a swimming pool. But yeah, so we do the noisier stuff in the morning, mostly before park open. And then we get out about 10 a.m., get cleaned up a little bit. We go to lunch for an hour, and then we're usually back in the water at about 12:30. And we do a little bit of the quieter stuff in the evening, meaning, you know, that's when we tend to do the vacuuming and concentrate on getting the windows clean. But yeah, as far as the interaction with the animals, it's kind of a non-event. Like I said, sometimes we startle them. The hammerhead is our newest animal in here, and he's probably one of the ones that still kind of learns to deal with the divers being in here, but just in a way that, like, if anything, it startles him a little bit. He hasn't been aggressive at all. He's had a couple moments where I think if you were watching from the restaurant, you would think like, ooh, that hammerhead's like coming in hot, but then he sees the divers and he's like, ooh, like,
I work in the restaurant. The people eating in the restaurant get a lot more excited than the sharks.
Yeah, sure they do.
yeah. But yeah, it is. It's a regular thing, and yeah, it's a non-event as far as the animals. The animals don't give us too much trouble, which surprises a lot of people. We do carry these PVC poles in there with us, but that's more to make the lawyers and the safety people happy to have precaution like that. I've been working with large sharks in an aquarium setting for 20 years now, and I've never been injured by a shark or felt threatened by a shark, unless I was doing something like trying to catch the shark, unless I was actively kind of making the shark uncomfortable. That's the only time that I've been in a position where I thought maybe I could potentially be injured, but that's my fault. I am the one that's putting pressure on the animal. As far as unprovoked stuff, never had a problem with a shark, but I will tell you that I've been bit many times by sea turtles. Sea turtles, penguins, all the things that people think are adorable and sweet, those are the bitey ones. Yeah. Yep, so there is a fish in here right now that does have a little superficial wound. He probably did have a run-in with a shark, but that's a really perfect example of what typically happens if a shark does try and take a swipe at a fish in here. The fish in here are generally very strong and healthy, and the sharks usually can't catch them because of that. So what happened was a shark probably took a swipe at it. Yep. But the reason we do not remove that fish is because he's still swimming nice and strong, staying with his school, he eats well. So for me to be able to catch that fish would cause a big commotion in this tank. We'd have to get a bunch of people in here with nets and other equipment, and in that process we're gonna stress out and stir up everyone else in the tank. We're gonna have animals darting all over the place in a panic, probably potentially injuring themselves or a person. And then even after all that, let's say I managed to successfully catch that fish. Now I have an already injured fish flailing around in a net, and he's probably more likely to actually make that wound worse. He's probably going to tear it up, make it deeper, bigger as he's struggling in that net. And then if I take him out of here and put him in an isolation pool to heal, he's a schooling fish. He gains all his confidence and comfort from being with other fish. So if I take him and put him by himself, it actually stresses him out worse, and he's going to heal slower if I take him and put him in isolation away from his school. So that's part of the reason, as long as the fish seems to not be worse for wear on that injury, and he continues to swim strong to stay with his school and eat, I'm gonna let him heal in here because he's actually gonna heal faster and better in here than if I go ahead and try and remove him.
So we're heading out of the tour now. We're gonna see, we might be a little late to the manta one, but we're gonna see if there's any time where we can actually see it. And it's a little look at some of the scuba gear, but we're about to head out. But yeah, since it's already 7 o'clock in like a minute, I don't think they're gonna let us in the manta aquarium, but we'll see if they just let us hop in the aquarium just for a little bit. But yeah, she was on her last question when we decided to leave. It was about feeding the fish, and it said it's actually pretty boring. They just put food in there and it's nothing too exciting. But yeah, we had to wait like 15 minutes for the tour before it started. But yeah, and even if we don't get to see the manta tour, we definitely can't see Wild Arctic, but if we don't get to see the manta one, I still gotta show you something else. We have the penguin exhibit area. A lot of stuff is closed, and yeah, the shark encounter is still open even with the construction walls there. We're gonna see if the shortcut's open between the theater and manta. If not, we go all the way around. But yeah, I wish the park was open for like another hour. I don't know why it's closing somewhat early on like a holiday weekend, but you know, whatever. So it looks like the park's actually closed over here. Basically, the penguin area is closed and the penguin exhibit has been closed for a bit now. We won't be able to see any mantas because that exhibit's also closed. So we're lucky we were able to see the shark one today. But yeah, we'll have to show you the penguin exhibit next time we're here. Basically, the whole area is permanently closed because they're adding a new ride over there. So yeah, so we've been covering it on the channel a lot. There's been a lot of rumors going on that the penguin exhibit would be closed, and it looks like the exhibit and the gift shop have permanently closed, at least for a while. They're doing maintenance in the area, so supposedly the whole land might reopen with a new coaster, and we'll see when that happens, probably next year. But for now, the exhibit's gonna be closed for quite a bit of months as the refurbishment happens. We're gonna see if it's not too late to just get a quick photo of like the manta aquarium thing, but I bet it might be too late. We're just gonna check and see what happens. Looks like the ride is still going. People must have still been in line. This little shortcut pathway is also here right now. It was blocked off for Howl-O-Scream, but it's back open now for the animal thing. But this pathway is probably going to be permanently closed in the near future. And this is the entrance here for the manta one. Let's see if they'll let us in for it. I doubt it though. Fun fact, this is where they had the blood beckoning house. It's a pretty big house. So yeah, the park is closed, so we did miss out on the other tour, but that means we just have to come back next year to see. They even had penguins last year and stuff apparently. I never knew about this thing, so this is my first time doing it. But yeah, penguins, like I said, permanently closed right now, and I have been posting videos late on YouTube. So if you want to see the most up-to-date videos on my channel, definitely be staying tuned for my social media pages. I have Twitter at Ethan Hershaft. I have Instagram at Ethan Hershaft and at Florida Theme Pics, Theme Park Pics, and I have TikTok at Ethan Hershaft. But yeah, we're gonna be heading out now. More surf coaster updates coming your way soon. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. It's kind of short tonight, but as you can see, there's a lot of people heading to the parking lot. We're gonna try to beat the crowd. And yeah, we'll be back probably like later this week, next week or something. So stay tuned for more SeaWorld videos. And thank you for watching, guys. We will see you in the next one.